Hey, you. Yes, you. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you truly put yourself first? Not because you had no other choice, but because you knew, deep down, that you deserve it. If that question feels like a wake up call, stick around. This video is for you. Today, we're diving into why prioritizing yourself isn't selfish, it's essential. By the end of this video, I hope you'll feel inspired to make self love, self confidence, and personal growth your ultimate goals. Because when you do, everything else in your life starts to fall into place. 1. Why prioritizing yourself is not selfish. Let's get this out of the way. Putting yourself first does not make you selfish. There's this pervasive idea that if we focus on our needs, we're neglecting everyone else's. But think about it. How can you pour from an empty cup? When you neglect yourself, your mental health, your boundaries, your dreams, you're not doing anyone any favors. In fact, you're more likely to burn out, lash out, or withdraw completely. Prioritizing yourself means you're building a foundation to show up as your best self for the people who matter to you. Here's a metaphor I like to use. Think of yourself as a garden. If you don't water your plants, pull out weeds, or let in sunlight, what happens? Everything withers. But when you nurture that garden, suddenly it's vibrant, alive, and capable of bringing joy to anyone who visits. You are that garden, and self-prioritization is the sunlight, water, and care you need to thrive. 2. Overcoming the insecurities, holding you back. Let's be honest. Sometimes the reason we don't prioritize ourselves is because we don't feel like we're worth it. We compare ourselves to others, criticize every little flaw, and convince ourselves we're not enough. Sound familiar? Here's a hard truth I had to learn. Insecurity is a thief. It steals your joy, your confidence, and your ability to grow. But here's the good news. It's a thief you can catch. One of the most powerful ways to overcome insecurity is to challenge your inner critic. You know that voice in your head that says, "You're not good enough or you're going to fail?" Start questioning it. Ask, "Is this really true?" Most of the time, you'll find that it's just fear talking. Journaling helped me a lot with this. I started writing down my negative thoughts and then rewriting them into something kinder and more constructive. For example, instead of writing, "I'll never be good at this," I'd write, "I'm learning and every step I take is progress." Try it. It's like giving your mind a breath of fresh air. 3. The power of saying no. Here's a life lesson I wish I'd learned sooner. No is a complete sentence. For years, I was a people pleaser. I said yes to everything, even when it drained me, even when it took time away from things I cared about. But eventually, I realized something. Every time I said yes to something that didn't align with my priorities, I was saying no to myself. So, I started practicing the art of saying no. At first, it was uncomfortable. I felt guilty. But the more I did it, the more I realized I wasn't letting anyone down. I was just respecting my own boundaries. And guess what? The world didn't end. In fact, my relationships got better because I was showing up as a happier, more authentic version of myself. 4. The role of mindfulness in personal growth now. Let's talk about mindfulness. It's one of the simplest yet most transformative practices I've adopted in my journey of self-prioritization. Mindfulness is all about being present, fully aware of where you are and what you're doing. It's about slowing down and appreciating the little things, whether it's the warmth of the sun on your skin, the taste of your morning coffee, or the sound of birds outside your window. Practicing mindfulness has taught me to let go of distractions and focus on what truly matters. It's helped me recognize when I'm overcommitting, when I need to rest, and when I need to realign with my goals. 5. Life lessons on personal growth. Let's shift gears and talk about personal growth. How you can become the best version of yourself, one step at a time. One lesson that stuck with me is this. Growth happens outside your comfort zone. It's not easy. It can be messy, even scary. But it's always worth it. Every time you face a challenge, you're building resilience. And resilience is what helps you bounce back stronger when life gets tough. Make yourself a priority. Today, here's my challenge for you. Starting today, do one thing that prioritizes you. It doesn't have to be big. Maybe it's setting aside time to read, saying no to something that doesn't serve you, or simply taking a walk and enjoying the moment. You deserve to be a priority in your own life. And the more you practice self-love, self-confidence, and mindfulness, the more you'll see how fulfilling life can truly be. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments, what's one thing you're going to do today to prioritize yourself? I'd love to hear from you.